Good morning once again. We've got a little more time. Also, it's 10 to 7 rather than 10 to 5. So good morning from New Jersey to California. As I stated earlier, I had a disjointed morning. I realized I had a miss because Judge Patterson's courtroom is dismantled. Circuit courtroom is dismantled. Everything here is a mess. And we're working through it, cleaning all the stuff out of my desk, every paper clip, every scrap of paper, dumping it out of there, weird stuff I've collected over the years. Anyway, getting ready to move by the end of the week. I made some big strides last week. Didn't do the song of the day this morning. And we'll do it here. Easy. You don't have to put on the red light. That should be enough right there. These days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. You don't have to wear that dress tonight, walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right. I remember hearing Eddie Murphy sing that song with headphones on at the beginning of 48 Hours when he was just becoming a star. You don't have to put on the red light. That should be enough. I haven't really cut my hair since February of 2020, at least not very well. It's too short on the sides, which is why I have this mullet thing and it sticks out. Anyway, everybody's got it. No, I shouldn't have sang it. It sounded like Eddie Murphy. Anyway, I've got one of our parties in the waiting room already. I set a lone landlord-tenant case for this morning where it didn't really fit, but I wanted to get it in before I'm gone for a few days. As I mentioned, Judge Stutzman is in the throes of his very difficult medical treatment. And think about him with good thoughts. Anyway, by the end of the week, I'll be moving everything out of here as well. And there's a lot of random things here in this courtroom. We'll be set up in the historic big courtroom. So we'll see how that goes when I see you back on April 21st. We'll hope for the best. I'll let this run a bit. We have one sentence. So in between here, I've been moving stuff. The movers offered to move some of it, but we'd rather do it ourselves. Moving some chairs, moving everything. So I'm moving out of your house. And as somebody said here earlier, I got to do it all eventually at the end of the year. So this is a precursor to completely moving out. As I said, I hoped I'd only have to do it once, but this way I get to do it in stages. Throw away years of stuff and then eventually move it all out. Good morning. How are you doing? I was visit from Deputy Studebaker.
Here.
Are you working or are you on leave right now?
I'm on short-term disability.
Oh, I want to catch up with you, but I got the live stream on, so I don't want to do it in that. All right, well, nice to see you. Another person having some medical issues. Good to see him. Well, I'm good to hear that Florida is beautiful this morning. It is sunny here in Michigan, but it's cold. And we're making the best of it. about 2 minutes, I'll close this out and bring in our first person. I have two things set for 10 o'clock. And I don't think you can see it. I've got a big scratch on my forehead from Mortal Kombat with my grandkids on a mattress. It was 3-1. I was greatly outnumbered. I plan to be streaming when I come back to work. Well, if you're going to come to Michigan, I'd wait a little bit. About mid-May to early June, you can get some of yuck in April. So everybody goes to Florida. All right, I got people in the waiting room. Let's shut off the chat, get to work. You don't have to put on the red light, which I just did when I hit record. Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, I think we can get right to it. Can everybody hear me? Mr. Barta, can you hear me?
I can, Your Honor.
I wish I could hear you. Laura, we're still having trouble with our sound system in here. I can see you all. Mr. Say, you've got your mic on mute.
Yes, I can hear you, Your Honor.
Boy, this is going to be a rough day. Laura, we got no sound. This, yeah, you can hear it everywhere, but in the courtroom. So we'll hope for the best. Mr. Weiner, I set two things exactly for 10 o'clock. We're going to take care of this other matter, and then we'll deal with the landlord-tenant case
Okay.
from Brittany Weiner.
Right.
We're going to have to deal with a little reverb. Anyway, let me call the case. Cavalry SPV versus Jamie Brabo. File number is 252270. Attorney Cezanne Barta is here from the Weber and Olsees Law Firm. And attorney James Sayeg is here on behalf of the defendant. This is set for a pretrial conference this morning. The claim is for $4,644.69. The matter was filed. The defendant retained counsel and filed an answer. Gentlemen, have you spoken to each other at all about this?
Your Honor, we have, and Mr. Sayeg and I have many cases together, and we're very good at resolving them. So I believe a pretrial order with a discovery period would be enough to get this resolved prior to returning.
I concur with that, Your Honor.
All right. This is disconcerting the way the sound is. Everybody can hear me except you can't hear it in the courtroom. And it's been not functioning correctly, but we're about to dismantle it. On Thursday, we're going to close this courtroom forever. And I've been in here since 1980. And they're going to take everything out of here. And so they're not going to fix the sound system. We're just going to limp through for 3.5 more days. And they're going to, I think, strip this room to the walls. They're going to strip me of the walls too, but that's coming later. Anyway, gentlemen, how about if we just continue this pretrial for 60 days and give you time to resolve it?
Sounds great.
I think that'd be great, Your Honor. Thank you.
When I see you next, I will be in the historic courtroom across the way, which was built in 1895 and refurbished in 1996. This is the third courthouse construction I've lived through. I'd hoped to retire before they did this one, but I didn't quite make it. So 60 days from today, takes us to early June. About June 8 at 9:30.
Perfect.
That works for us, Your Honor.
Do I need to do any formal discovery order, or you guys will just do what you need to do?
We will do what we need to do.
Agreed.
All right. Well, that was pretty short and to the point. You guys are on the ball and you know what you're doing, and so I appreciate that. All right, I will see you next from an alternate universe. And I'll give you today's first line. You can contemplate that as you go on. You don't get much today, but all you get is you don't have to put on the red light.
Roxanne.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll see you
Thank you,
guys
Your Honor.
next
Thank you,
time.
Counselor.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Ms. Holtz, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Very good, thank you. As I said, I set this for a non-traditional landlord-tenant time. Usually we don't do these at 10 o'clock on Monday mornings, but because of scheduling pressures and some others, I set it for today. Brittany Holtz is here, Stuart Weiner is here, and Chris Corpening is about to join us from Memory Lane Mobile Home Park. This is a second hearing in this matter. The first hearing was March 30th. We determined at that time through March, rent and costs were $1,363.10. If we added April, we calculated an additional $975 for a total of $2,338.10, I think is what we had. So, Mr. Weiner, what's the status here today?
We thought that perhaps we would get payment, but we have not. So that $2,338.10 is accurate, but another $150, and that consists of I'm sorry, $75, consisting of a late fee of $50 and $25 for a pet fee. It now needs to be added, so the total is $2,413.10.
Could you
Ms.
repeat
Holtz,
that
when
number
we
for
talked
me?
last week, your plan was to try to get caught up on this and maintain your tenancy. What's your position here today?
Yeah, I am just waiting on payment for the jobs that I've done. Still should have no problem paying it. If I could just get that number one more time,
Sure.
the updated number.
Yeah, it's $2,413.10.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right. I don't remember how I split that out with costs. I think costs were $257.10.
They were.
That's correct.
And she had cost of $256. All of that had been folded into the prior rent of March of $1,363.10.
All right. 2413 minus 257.10.
I could break it down for you further, Judge, if you would like.
Just a minute, I think I got it. So I just wanted a 2413.10 minus the cost of 257.10 is 2156. So the rent portion is, rent and costs are 2,156. And the costs are 257.10. So the total is 2,413.10.
That's correct.
Now, Ms. Holtz, you have 10 days from today to pay that. The good news is we're now into April. So we've included April in the total, a late fee for April and the April pet fee. But there won't be another month that will come due during this period. So you have 10 days from today to pay this or be subject to being evicted. But they don't have to evict you on the 10th day. 10 days from today would be April 16th. They have 56 days from today to ask for the writ of eviction. So you can agree to work with your landlord to try to get caught up on this. We had mentioned last week that you hadn't filed your taxes yet. Often people get a rescue line from a tax refund. But Mr. Weiner, I'd like you to send me an order showing that the amount to redeem is 2,156, including the pet fee and late fees. Court costs are 257.10. Total judgment is 2,413.10. The date for the writ is 10 days from today, which would be April 16th, and the appeal date is April 16th.
Will do, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Holtz, my strong advice is you stay in contact with Ms. Corpening. She's been doing this for a long time. I say this a lot. It's easier to keep a good tenant in there than to move one out and move another one in. You're not substantially behind in your rent. You like to get caught up and you'd like to stay there. So they do have some wiggle room in here, but technically, unless you pay the entire amount by the date, which is April 16th, you are subject to being evicted. Partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. You have to pay the entire amount. And if you do move, you need to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. Do you have any questions?
I do not.
Mr. Weiner will send me the order. I'll sign it, send it to you. You stay in contact with your manager.
Thank you.
And I'm glad we were able to do this. I'm going to be gone a little bit, and we lost Good Friday. So we just need to be flexible to fit all our landlord tenant cases for April in.
We appreciate that, Your Honor. I have 2 words for you, Your Honor, and that is go blue.
Is what?
Go blue.
Well, we're mostly green at my house. We have, I think 11. We have, my youngest son is Michigan undergrad, Michigan law, so he's blue. And we're all rooting for Michigan tonight. We don't care about those people from Connecticut much.
That's
But
right.
I wish them well. They certainly came back from the Duke game. And the ladies' game was very fun to watch yesterday as well. So, all right, those are 2 good words to leave us by. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Your
Got
Honor.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stuart.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Boy, this weird sound is. I hope I don't have to do this all week. I hope I don't have to do this all week because I can't hear myself. All right, we'll be back at 11 after I do some more moving here with our sentence. And I hope you.
In this courtroom session, the judge opens informally while dealing with technical issues, talking about moving out of the courtroom and jokingly singing a line from Roxanne before beginning proceedings. The first case is a debt pretrial, where both attorneys agree to a 60-day continuation to allow time for resolution, which the judge approves while noting the courtroom's upcoming closure. And the second case involves a landlord-tenant dispute where the tenant owes $2,413.10, including rent, late fees, and costs, and is given 10 days until April 16th to pay the full amount or face eviction, with the judge emphasizing that partial payments will not stop eviction proceedings, advising the tenant to stay in contact with the landlord for possible flexibility, and concluding the session with light humor and casual remarks about sports before adjourning.